48 hours after President Bola Tinubu ordered the reopening. As at this morning, both entrances to the Secretariat remain sealed. Staff members and private security personnel were seen loitering around the premises, unable to gain access to the building. On Monday, the FCTA task force sealed several properties, including the PDP National Secretariat, over unpaid ground rent. I think I talked about this on the big stories yesterday or the day before, and according to official news sources, about 4,700 something properties were sealed because they did not pay ground rent. And I remember saying that the FCT minister was working. Love him or hate him, if they've checked their records at the FCT administration and there are lots of people who are defaulting, we can understand the need for this. But because Wike is a PDP member and his administration, speaking about the FCTA, the task force sealed the PDP secretariat, it naturally raises questions, right? You just can't, you can't ignore it. Well, a PDP chieftain, Bode George, says the FCT minister, Nyesom Wike, should have paid the ground rent for the party's headquarters in Abuja. Speaking in an interview on Channels on Tuesday, that's yesterday, George said Wike should have offset the debt to show loyalty and gratitude to the party that made him. George claimed that the building being occupied by the APC in the nation's capital is also owing billions of naira in ground rent. On Monday, the FCT administration sealed off the PDP secretariat over alleged failure to pay. Okay, now this is another perspective. If Bode George is saying, well, the APC is owing, why didn't you seal it off as well? The only way to confirm is, of course, to go to the records at FCTA and say, okay, is the APC owing? If the answer is yes, then you can now talk about bias. But for now, it's the word of Bode George against the FCTA or against the FCT minister or whoever's on the other side. Secondly, could Wike have paid? Yes, I think he can, right? It's his political party. He's not obligated to. I don't agree with George's position that he should do it because he owes the party or he wants to show loyalty. Should everybody pay? Yes, everybody has to pay. Should Wike pay for his party? Oh, well, it's something that can happen. I don't think there's any law against it. And now the president has said, you know what? Give 48 hours. Was it 48 hours he gave? No, I think 14-day ultimatum, if I'm not mistaken. I'll try to look that up. Let them be. Give them some time. The FCT minister has, for now, not opened it up. So that means he's either delaying or, So my question is the FCT minister being overzealous? Could this be connected to possibly the personal problems he has with the PDP, his party? And if it's true that the APC is owing as well, and the facility has not been sealed, what exactly does that suggest? My one call before the break is the one that has made it through. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Sam Shinedua, Gift calling from Yenegoa.
Go ahead, Gift.
Yes, the FCT minister is the lawyer from Wike. My own capacity is not overzealous with his job. As far as I'm concerned, these things that are happening in this country, you will never experience it outside Nigeria. Dele Momodu is one of the persons that I want to use as an example this evening. Chinedu Orako, let me put it to every listener this evening that Dele Momodu cannot try this in UK, in America, in Spain. You will find yourself in prison. Nobody will even struggle with you. Do what our own people are doing. You will come to somewhere, they will not allow you to even gain entrance. You can imagine 28 years. And Bode George, who is talking about Wike is supposed to bring out money to offset that bill. With all due respect, he's a father. I just lost my father recently. My father is older than him a little bit. But I will tell him that I disagree with him. What are you telling me? Do you know that 2023 PDP refused to, in our constitution, because I'm a PDP core member, 50% is for the candidates, those aspirants that bought the form and was become a candidate of the party. Oracle, they will give the 50% to that state. But PDP refused to give a dime to River State PDP candidates. Go to the records. In fact, they were fighting to see how they will even frustrate this man called Simlai Fubara, His Excellency, that is now suspended. That is my anger with even in fact. How can you tell us
I'm out of time.
that you want a situation where somebody will go and offset bill? Are people not paying for farms? You're making billions. And you expect we get to go and offset what? This man has been helping this party.
I have to go now. That break is upon us. We'll continue after the break. Stay with us.
Nigeria Info. Right back after this.
The Edge Hotel
should have offset the debt to show loyalty and gratitude to the party that made him. Judge claimed that the building being occupied by the APC in the nation's capital is also owing billions of naira in ground rent. On Monday, the FCTA sealed off the secretariat. So my question is PDP, I beg your pardon, is the FCT minister being overzealous? That's the question. Straight to business. Do you have an answer? Hello?
Yeah, the Oracle. Good evening to you.
Good evening.
Okwando Oduna is my name.
Go ahead.
You see, don't mind what the FCT minister is doing. Also, the advice the president is giving him. This is a calculated attempt by the present regime of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to stifle the opposition. As a matter of fact, I believe in what Bode George told the Minister for FCT. This is a man we know very well here in Rivers State. He was not working with the Rivers State government. He didn't have any business. He is a lawyer. I have not seen where he defended somebody in the court before. But today he is a made man. He should have been grateful to the PDP. You should have been grateful to Rivers State who made him. Why? Is he trying to tell me that he doesn't have the money to pay with all that he has been telling us, how he helped the PDP, how he loved the PDP even before now? He should have paid it. And we are also hearing that the APC is also owing. Why did he not seal the APC secretariat, if not that they have calculated on how to deal with the opposition everywhere? So, my brother, they cannot deceive me. But the fact remains that they are not stronger than God. Neither they are stronger than the Nigerians who have rejected this administration that have unleashed suffering and poverty to Nigerians. So let them be keep it in their mind.
Okay.
That we know what they are doing.
Thank you very much.
God bless you, my brother.
God bless you too. Chima calls from Ajib. Hello, Chima. Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Sam.
Good evening.
Mr. Sam, if I listen to that Bode George interview in Channel TV, I tell you, he spoke like an African elderly man. And Sam, if you understand what Bode is saying, even in the family, it's everywhere in the family.
Okay.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. If you train a child and that child grows, the child becomes something in future. It is the responsibility of the child to protect the parents' interest. That is what Bode George is trying to say. PDP have, in fact, in this Nigeria as a whole, the former governor of Rivers State benefited more from PDP than every other person. Because he started enumerating from the local government chairman, it was PDP. He became chief of staff, it was PDP. He became minister, it was PDP. He became two-time governor, it was the same PDP. So tell me, who has benefited from PDP more than the former governor? Why wouldn't he bring out the money and pay, just like Bode George said, and present the receipt before the PDP executive? You understand? To show truly if there is a loyal party man. That is simple what Bode George is saying. It's not saying that he should pay and he will not get refund. But he said he should have paid and present the receipt before the PDP to show his reality.
But Chima, let me ask you.
Hello.
If the FCT minister shows that he has capacity to seal his own party secretariat, does that not show that he's competent to hold that position and he's unbiased?
No. This is not all about unbiased. You understand? Okay?
I'm listening.
It's all about, just like I explained to you, Mr. Sam, this more or less family.
Okay.
Right? Yes. Family that have used all their sweat to bring up a child. A child has now become public figure.
Okay.
And a child has what it takes to protect the interests of such family. And the child will not do it. That's exactly what Bode George is saying.
All right.
You understand? So FCT minister have done wrong because he has benefited more from PDP than every other person.
Okay, no problem, Chima. Thank you very much. Lawson calls from Yenogwa. Hello, Lawson. Good evening.
You will agree with me. In fact, it's a common knowledge that in 2015, when PDP lost that election to Muhammadu Buhari, everybody abandoned the party. In fact, there were people who wanted to build a new party on the ashes of PDP. It was this same FCT minister that picked up that party, you understand, and told other PDP supporters, they don't worry, please do not despair, everything will be okay. Brought resources, enough resources to build PDP. Brought PDP to a point where PDP was ready to contest again. And what did he get back in return? Sam, we have to be sincere with ourselves. What did he get back in return? And then look at the kind of disappointment they gave to him, called him all sorts of names. And then today people are complaining, Bode George. You know, Bode George, most times, when I hear Bode George, I say, where I feel. Because Bode George, I don't expect him most times to be talking. Because don't forget, this is a man who was sentenced to 1 year imprisonment by Lagos State government for stealing. He's convicted. I can't even remember if anybody has pardoned him. But he's still talking in his time. What did he do? So for me, you know that FIROS, that is the revenue house of this country, was also sealed. And then people keep talking about PDP, 4,700 something houses were properties were sealed. And PDP is among those ones. And then why are people now singling out PDP and they say, oh, PDP, oh, this? I did that. How do you expect him to develop Abuja? How do you expect him to develop it? Where will he get his revenue from? It is from all these things. In this country, we don't like to pay tax. We don't even ask, what is the record? The record shows that they have not paid for years. And instead of people to call to say, PDP, a political party, why would they hold on to the country's revenue in that manner? They are blaming FCT minister. Oh, he's playing politics.
Okay, Lawson.
I don't like it.
Thank you very much, Lawson. That would be enough. Before I take the next call, just to be clear, yes, Bode George, former chairman of the NPA and chieftain of the PDP, was convicted by Lagos State High Court on 48 out of 68 counts related to contract splitting and abuse of office. But, Lawson, in 2013, the Supreme Court of Nigeria overturned his conviction. The Apex Court ruled that the specific offense of contract splitting was not recognized under Nigerian law, and as a result, Bode George's ex-convict status was nullified. So that answers your question. It's very important that while we're putting this information out, we follow it all the way to the end. So he's not a convict, and the Supreme Court said he does not deserve to be in prison. So yes, Bode George can speak. Good evening, Sam. If he pays now, they will say he's trying to take over the party. Why? At this point, I actually understand the sentiment. If we can go left, they will say. And true, if he does pay, this is what they will say. Why can't the party pay their levy? Big LLA says. Okay, Onete West says, good evening, Mr. Sam. The sealing of PDP Secretariat in Abuja is the highest irresponsibility by FCT minister. Is quite unfortunate, and the disrespect the minister of FCT is bringing to President Bola Tinubu. Onete West says, there's a whole lot more to unpack. I have 2 minutes exactly. I can go on talking about PDP and Bode George and Wike. But someone somewhere is begging.
Ah, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Please, I'm not begging, no. I'm bringing updates. See, whenever you hear my voice already. So
let's continue. Since they are now feeling anyhow. Now, the PDP secretariat in Abuja. Okay.
This thing I want to say now is more important than that PDP secretariat because this has to do with food.
I heard, please.
Now we'll